Hi, this is Ryan Dawes, editor of AI News, and today we're going to be taking a look at the AI capabilities of the Huawei P30 Pro. Now, the P30 Pro is the latest in Huawei's P series line, which tends to take more of a focus on its photographic innovations. So a good proportion of this review will be taking a look at some of those features and how they've been improved by AI. So in the past we've seen things like the AI object and scene recognition, which has been a little bit flaky in the past, and I know that a lot of people have ended up switching that feature off. In fact, Huawei even ended up pushing out an update which switched it off by default. So we're going to see if there has been any improvements made on that front. We will also be taking a look at things like the AI long exposure, the AI video stabilization, the AI zoom, which can now go up to 50 times digital, and we'll also be putting the phone in a benchmark test against Huawei's previous flagship, the Mate 20 Pro. So for this first test, we're going to be looking at the AI-powered long exposure. So this uses the AI image stabilization to allow you to do a long exposure photo without the use of a tripod. As you can see, the results are really quite impressive. Despite being taken in the same place, the image on the right is a lot clearer than the one on the left. So next we're going to take a look at the AI object recognition, which was a feature of much debate in previous models. A lot of people found that it ended up making photos look worse, or that the recognition wasn't actually that great. So far we have found that every object has been recognized correctly, except from one case where my dog here got picked up as a panda. I can understand with the colorings, but I'm pretty sure, unless I've been severely missold, he is in fact a Jack Russell Terrier. But the photo itself actually looks better in our opinion on the right. It has more punchy colors, but some may argue that the one on the left is more realistic. But that is of course up to your own preference. So now we're going to be taking a look at the AI HDR feature. This is one area where we think the AI feature has actually ended up producing worse results. You can see that the image on the right, which uses the HDR, is more washed out and not as clear as the image on the left. That's not normally what you would expect from a HDR photo, so we do wonder if there is maybe a software issue here that Huawei will fix in an update. Next, we're going to be taking a look at the AI scene recognition. Now, whilst this was available in previous models, we do think Huawei's technology here has come on leaps and bounds. On approach to this photo, we expected the AI to select a kind of nature mode, and it went with greenery, which we couldn't really complain about. Upon putting more of the subject in focus, it switched over to flower, which helped to bring out the impressive colours and really helped to sharpen the image. Moving closer again, we got to see the super macro mode, which is new on the P30 Pro and allows you to take images just 2.3 centimeters away from the lens. So we managed to get this really clear shot of the plant's stigma, which is really amazing for a smartphone camera. The zoom-in capabilities of the Huawei P30 Pro was something that the company hyped up prior to announcement, so we were expecting big things from it, and the company didn't disappoint. On the no zoom image, I've had to mark on there where we're zooming into just because of it's so difficult to actually see. On the 5x optical zoom, we're not seeing any AI technology in play here, but we're seeing the impressive optical zoom nonetheless. At 10 times, we're seeing Huawei's AI algorithms come into place, and the company says that this is actually lossless. We don't 100% agree with that. We do think that there is some loss to image quality, but it's very, very small. And to be able to get 10 times zoom from a smartphone camera is again really quite impressive. At 50 times digital zoom, we're seeing a lot of image quality loss, but to be able to do this full stop is again just quite astounding. If I could flick your eyes back to the no zoom image and compare that with the 50 times digital zoom, you're starting to pick out things that are really difficult for the eye to actually see. So you are able to zoom in on things and use this phone almost as binoculars if you wanted. Here we're going to be testing the AI video stabilization, so I've recruited my little buddy here again to go for a bit of a jog with me. Now the video is perfectly viewable even though it's not 100% stable. It's going to be difficult to get it much better than this, but you never know. One of the phone companies potentially not even Huawei, may surprise me yet. We've left the benchmark results to last because of, as you know, benchmarks only tell part of the story. Still, it was interesting that the Huawei P30 Pro actually got a worse result than the Huawei Mate 20 Pro on Antutu's AI benchmark. So overall, we're really impressed with the AI capabilities of the Huawei P30 Pro. Features that have been a little bit problematic in the past, like the AI scene and object recognition, really seem to be coming into their own. And if, like me, you switched that off in the past, it's definitely worth checking out again. Features like the video stabilization, even during our quite rigorous test, it still made the video perfectly watchable, even if not totally ideal. Then there's things like the AI long exposure, which also uses the video stabilization. To have a long exposure, just being able to hold it in your hand for 4 seconds and not have to use a tripod, that is really quite amazing. Things like the zoom. Though you can go all the way up to 50 times digitally, things start getting a little bit blurry then. But to go up to 10 times with a hybrid between the optical and AI algorithm, that is actually quite amazing in itself. So, despite the weird little benchmark results, the Huawei P30 Pro is definitely one of the leading contenders when it comes to using AI in a smartphone. So thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out our website, AI News. And until next time, see you later.